Okay, so this is it. I'm finishing off this cab room today. I've got this Bogner, which I've been digging, and it's got a G75 and Vintage 30X. And I scored a traditional slant, like in mint condition. It's kind of a long story with that. Maybe I'll tell you during the video. But I've got the mics on the Bogner, which is a TLM 102 and 57, and I'm gonna run that through the Mesa with the black Les Paul doing the around the world, and then also the two Marshalls. And this Marshall's really not around the world's not really the right song for it. But what I want to do is I want to run like a minute of each amp into the Bogner, and then I'm going to rotate the Mesa over, put the mics in this, in the same spot, and kind of, and then run it all down with the Mesa, and then we'll kind of go from there. I've got an M160 that I was going to sell, and I may keep that, and I don't know. I got to kind of mess around. So there you have it. Okay, so now I did all the recordings with the Bogner. Here's the Mesa. I took it off the casters. Doing the best I can. I'm using the same exact two mics in pretty much same basic positioning. So let's see.
Now tonight we are so excited to introduce our first guest. He's been on our show before, and he's here again to lend his expertise. Please welcome celebrity vocal coach James Lugo.
Okay, so I just tracked both my Marshalls and my Mesa through the Bogner cab, both my Marshalls and the Mesa. No, one Marshall, one and the Mesa through the Mesa cab. I'm not going to do the 77. I don't want to change the ohmage right now or whatever. I just believe it. All that matters really is the modded Marshall right now and the rectifier. So this is the last track, and then we're going to listen now. I've been running this at super low volumes, and I can't really totally hear it, so I want to this is going to be an unveiling. So this is a Mesa traditional slant stock, 8 ohms. The first mic is all of a sudden lower volume. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? We're going to adjust it anyway. Right, so now that was weird. I don't know why that one is lower volume, but it is. Okay, whoa. So anyway, it doesn't. So here's what we got. We've got Bogner cab with Mesa, and it's all going to change. And here it is. This is the rectifier with the Maxon 808 with the Bogner cab, 57 TLM 102. Okay, and now same exact sound, except we're now using the Mesa cabinet. Looks maybe a little louder, but there you go. Okay, Bogner cabinet, Mesa. The only way for me to do this was to get both cabs in here because I can't, I had to hear it for myself. So we're going to stay with that Mesa amp with the Bogner cabinet. Now we're with the Mesa with the Mesa cab. And now Bogner cab. Mesa cab. Bogner cab. Mesa cab. Bogner cab. So this is really interesting. So there's a 57 and a TLM 102 on both of vintage 30s on the Mesa, but on the Bogner, because it's an X pattern, the 57 is on a G75 and the TLM 102 is on a vintage 30. So it's a little bit different. Here's the 75. Here, I'll put the 75 soloed with the 57. This is the Bogner cab. And here's the vintage 30s on the Bogner cab. Yeah, it sounds like vintage 30s. I mean, that almost sounds more like the Mesa cab. Here's all of four of them. Bogner cab. My playing is a little funky because it's the morning, but also I was recording at super low volume, and here's the Mesas. Bogner cab. Hold on, I think my buddy just showed up here. So this is Mesa Boogie head through a Mesa Boogie cab, a 412, and the same exact settings through a Bogner 412. Wow. And same exact mics, same pre's. So here's Mesa with the Bogner. And here's Mesa with the Mesa cab. With the Bogner cab. And Mesa cab.
The Bogner cab has a little bit fuller sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's warmer too. That's more low end.
Yeah, you could
Like the Mesa definitely
feel it.
feels like a more narrow bandwidth or something.
For sure.
But anyway, but the Mesa is obviously that's the quintessential Mesa thing. But yeah, here's Mesa with the Mesa cab. And now with the Bogner cab. You know, the Mesa cab's more razory.
Yeah.
It's got more of like it's leaner and it's more, it's like no matter how much I tuck it down, the Mesa cab just feels louder.
Yeah.
Like I think the way it hits my ear.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all right, so real quick, here is my modded Marshall with the Bogner cab, okay? Turn this up a little bit. And with the Mesa cab. And back with the Bogner cab. I like the Marshall better with the Mesa.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? It's got more cack. So here's the Marshall with the Bogner. It is, I think, with the Bogner, it sounds more rock and roll.
Yeah.
With the Mesa, it gives it more of not metal, but like more like scoopy or fangy. So here's modded Marshall with the Bogner cab. And the Mesa cab. You know what with the Mesa cab, I can hear the playing more. It's more like finger, I don't know, it feels, all right, well, so there it is.
Yeah, that's super cool.
They're both cool.
Yeah.
You know, they're different.
Yeah, you have some options.
Yeah, no, this is great. Now we're gonna stack them. So let's let me track. Hold on, hang loose real quick. This is gonna be fun, but I have to change the dang impedance. All right, so now we've got the Marshall through the Mesa.
Okay.
Correct?
Yep.
There's 30, right? Hey, look at that. We got some. And again, this is not as heavy, but I use this amp a lot. This is a stock 77. So we're just going to play the same thing, but it's not really necessarily appropriate. And we go boom and boom. Okay, here we go. Garrett Fox in the house, having fun. So here is the Marshall 77 in the Mesa cab. And the Bogner cab. And the Mesa cab. And the Bogner cab.
I mean, is the Mesa cab louder or no?
It's marginally maybe, but that's the thing. Everything with a lot of times with the Mesa, it just feels louder. I think because it's got
feels fuller.
and also I'm not separately EQing this.
I like them both.
Like with the Bogner, I probably would cut out some of the lows and boost up more highs. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's the Marshall, the stock Marshall with the Mesa cab. And the Bogner cab. Maybe it is a little, it's hard to tell. And Mesa cab.
Mesa sounds cool.
Huh?
A little bit edgier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Mesa cab sounds real nice. So there it is. And Bogner cab. No, the thing with the Bogner cab, to me, it needs more like sculpting EQ, but there's more there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. There's more. Yeah, there's more to work with the Bogner. It seems the Mesa's more lean. So going back to here is the rectifier head. It's a multi-watt dual.
Yeah.
Going through with a Maxon 808 into a Bogner. And the Mesa cab. And one more time, Bogner cab. Mesa cab. Yeah. Well, I'm going to put this video out because I'm wondering, I want to see kind of what other people think. I definitely, I like them both. I like definitely the Mesa cab better with the Marshalls.
Yeah.
But with the Mesa, I like the Mesa. But with the Mesa amp, I like the Mesa cab, but I also like the Bogner cab.
Yeah, the Bogner cab really sounds great. It just adds a different sound to it.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is the Bogner is an X pattern of 75s and vintage 30s, so I'm miking one of each. I mean, you could... The Bogner just feels like it has more nuts in general.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to put this together. What do you guys think?